Hey, hello, hello, Hangout. How are you doing today? It's Friday! Friday! So exciting. And Lisa and I are coming on to give you 4 marketing tips. And here is hello, Lisa. Hold on.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
Happy Friday.
hello. Happy
And
Friday. Happy
hap-
Friday.
happy long weekend to my Canadian friends. Are y'all taking off, Canadian?
That is so exciting. That is so exciting. Yeah, we have it here in the US. What do you guys call it? What is the date? What is it? What is your holiday?
Victoria Day. Victoria
Victoria
Day.
Day. Love it. Love it. So, hello and welcome to all of you hopping on. And also, we just want to just ask you if you wouldn't mind just inviting some of the ladies here in this group. And actually, this is actually something. This is a public. You can tell others about this as well, because it's so much more fun when we watch it all live together. Good morning, Ginger. So, marketing tips. Ooh, who doesn't like marketing tips? Ooh.
Sometimes
Hello,
it's
Sherry.
some of the most simple and basic things that we need to come back to because the struggle can be real, right, ladies? It can be. You're like, what should I be doing? Where should I be? What should I be focusing on? I got to do this, this, this. I need more of this, more of that. Right? And
Exactly.
really, the first tip we have for you is it's so easy as an entrepreneur on social media, a marketer, to focus on the numbers. I need more people. I got to talk to more people. I need more followers, more friends, more, 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 more. And we forget about the people we already have. Chances are there's a lot of you who are watching who probably have 1,000 Facebook friends, 500 Facebook friends, 3,000 Facebook friends. That how many of those have you nurtured a relationship? You potentially, right under your nose, maybe you have an email list started and there's 1,000 people there, and you're not nurturing and building those relationships with those people that you already have. And this happens
Ooh.
so often because we're looking for more people. And it's like you have so many people that you've already attracted into your world. It's just taking time to focus more on nurturing those relationships, because business isn't just about numbers. Numbers are great. Certainly, we don't want to forget about the numbers, but it's a relationship game too. So rather than adopting that typical marketing mindset, and I need to double my numbers, I need to 10x my numbers, whatever it is, let's 10x the intimacy with our relationships and the engagement we have, and work on
Yes.
putting our energy and time into those current clients and customers and referrals and all the things that we already have at our fingertips.
Yes. How many of you, it makes me think of the song, Love the One You're With. Yes. I love that. That is so great. I love that. That's actually perfect. If you think about it, that's a perfect way to say that. But yeah, how many of you are currently nurturing? How about real? Okay, let me ask you this. Do you have people in your world? Hi, Christy. Hey, Christy. Do you have people in your world right now that you are not talking to about your products or service or your opportunity because you're afraid? Any of you? Let us
Or
know.
you assume they won't be interested, or you don't want to bother them.
Yes. I mean,
It's
seriously,
so easy to do that.
yeah, yeah, and it's like, and you see them on a regular basis, or you talk to them on a regular basis, and you never say anything. And I don't know what it is about us that when we think about the people that are in our, especially people who are close to us, why we get so weirded out about talking to them. I mean, it's like if you had an ice cream shop, and you sold, you had amazing ice cream there, lots of really good, yummy ice cream, right? And wouldn't you tell all your friends and family and everybody, like, oh my gosh, you've got to come try my ice cream? Wouldn't you do that? You would. You would. Now, what makes a difference because it's ice cream, or if it's your makeup or skincare or your healthcare products, health and wellness products, why do we do that? Why are we, it's so weird. We get so weirded out, and really, whoops, I just did it again.
Thank you, Christy, for inviting.
Yes, thank you for inviting, and we can actually, let others know about this. Yeah. So, yeah.
Hi, Sonia.
Hi, Sonia.
So
Yay.
more doesn't equal better results. And sometimes we get trapped in that mindset. I need a bigger group. I need more followers. I got to get more numbers, right? But some of the most successful Facebook groups and entrepreneurs have a small, nurtured audience and customer base. So what do you
Yes,
got there, ladies? What do you got there?
exactly, exactly. So, all right. So now mindset, this is tip number two, mindset. Mindset. Yes, this is a marketing strategy. You got to follow your instincts and your intuition. Never mind
Ah,
what the
yes.
gurus say that you have to do, right? Follow your instincts, your intuition. Market in a way that feels good to you. This is your business. This is yours. This is yours. You don't have to. And Lisa and I, we share stuff with you. And if what we say doesn't resonate with you and it feels like it's not right, don't do it. I mean, we want you to
It's not
follow.
one size fits all, right?
Yeah,
It's not my way, the only way. So if any, you know,
my way or the
person you're
highway.
following or learning from tells you it's my way, it's the only way, and if you don't do this, like that's not true. People succeed doing all different types of things, and we have an instinct for a reason. You have to learn to trust it and to listen, because if something doesn't feel right, and how many of you, for example, have been maybe taught to message every friend and family member and person on your list a copy and paste message, and maybe you're like, that doesn't feel right, and you went and did it anyway, right? So just because somebody who maybe has a little more success than you tells you what to do and it doesn't feel right doesn't mean you should do it. And that may have worked for that person.
Yes.
But if it doesn't feel right for you, the energy is going to be off, the mindset with it's going to be off, and it's not going to work for
It's
you.
not going to
And funny,
work.
we had
Yeah.
a coaching call today with one of our awesome Boss Beauty Academy members who
Yes.
it was a one-on-one call, and she really was honed in on her intuition, and she had some tough choices to make. And she was listening to what her heart told her. It was like she could do it this way, but her heart said, no, this is how I need to do it for me. And it's so important. So what
Exactly.
is it for you? And it may not look
Exactly.
like what it is for us.
Yeah, exactly. And Melissa said, she said just a minute ago, she said it's easier for her to talk to strangers than it is to her family and friends. Why do we do that? Why is that? I mean, that's a curious question, don't you think? We should really take a look at that and see what it is, what we're resisting, what the resistance is, and what blocks we have put up. Because we obviously have some weird, I'm not saying you have anything weird. I'm just saying a lot of times I'm saying we have these tapes that we have in our head that we tell ourselves that really are not serving us, and they get in our way. So a lot of times it's good to take a look at those tapes and see why are they playing those tapes again? All right.
And
I thought I got rid of those tapes and they're playing again,
mhm. Mm-hmm. And
Ah,
I would, bet some money that the biggest reason those of you who struggle is, and I see this coming up family and friends, and I can relate because I struggled with this 2 years ago, and I can bet money on it that most of you that are struggling with this is because you care about their opinion of you and what they're thinking of you, and you're making up stories in your head what they are saying about you or thinking about you if you share your products or anything else. And I guarantee you, and that is just a mindset thing. I struggled with it too, so I can totally relate. And then what I realized is they really don't care. And who cares what they think
and it's
anyway,
like,
right?
and here's the thing. They can always say, there's a couple different things that they could actually say to you. They could say no, or they could say yes. I mean, it's like, and neither of those words really hurt or kill us, right? It's like sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me or whatever. It's the same thing. Words are not going to kill us. So it's like we just got to get over. We really got to get over ourselves, our own.
It is ourselves, ladies. We have to get over ourselves. And like I said, I struggled to. I get it. I used to, when I first started doing live videos, I worried about what people would say and who does she think she is showing up in here. I told myself all these stories, and I would actually change my privacy settings so certain family members wouldn't see it because it was my own worry in my own head. And then I realized they really don't care. And you know what? They're going to be proud of you and they're going to support you. And if they don't, well, too bad
Yeah,
for them.
because
And you
it's
might
like,
just surprise yourself
it's
and them.
true. It's true because, in all honesty, if you had that ice cream store, you certainly wouldn't be afraid to tell them about it, would you? I mean, and I bet you they wouldn't feel bad about supporting you. So yeah, we got to get over ourselves. And ladies, it's a mindset thing, and there's so many different ways that we can market, right? We can do webinars and challenges. By the way, we are going to be having a new challenge coming soon. So be waiting to hear more. We're excited. Brand
It's
new
going to be
challenge.
a good one.
Brand new one.
They're all good though,
Yeah,
right?
they're all good. Yeah. So email lists are a great way. You got paid advertisings. You got podcasts you could be doing, YouTube, different social media platforms. There are so many different ways that you can market your business. Follow what feels good. Get your mind right. Stop fearing what people are going to think
Mm-hmm.
about you. And, that's really key to creating that success. It's doing, my goodness gracious, when you think about it, it's really taking the action steps that you should be taking daily, and having the right mindset.
So
It's just,
true.
I mean, that's just like
And I'm just
marketing
going to hit
101.
this one last thing before we move on to this tip. Tash mentioned if you open this delicious ice cream store that we're all craving ice cream now. Thanks, Tash. Like, seriously. And, if you open this delicious ice cream store, could your store, your business, sustain itself and be successful and pay the bills and pay your income and your wages if you relied on the people that you knew? No. So for some reason, I know we have lots of direct sales and network marketers. We start and we have this false assumption that if we don't know enough people, I don't have enough friends or family, that's the only way we can grow our business. And no, we have to move beyond friends and family. And really, we shouldn't rely on them or expect them to buy from us or support us. We really shouldn't.
Truth.
Expectation leads to disappointment. If you have that expectation on somebody, you can't expect people to do something. It will lead to your disappointment.
It's true. It's so true. It's so true. So true. Okay, next tip.
Don't put all your marketing eggs in one basket. And this is really easy to do. So I'll give you some examples.
Eggs.
Your marketing eggs. Anybody have some eggs? I wish I had an egg emoji. I got a poop emoji.
Don't have eggs, but look at our new mug. I know it's backwards. You know what? I could have flipped it. Should have flipped it from the beginning, but oh well.
Do you have your shirt on too?
I do.
Boss Beauties, classy, sassy, and a little bad assy. Who wants one? They're not quite ready yet, but let us know. They'll be ready soon. We're going to have some cool things. But yeah, so don't put all your marketing eggs in one basket. So what that means is, are you relying 100% on Facebook? And you aren't building an email list, or you aren't maybe starting a blog, or maybe you're not on another platform, and everything is relying on this one platform, or maybe you're just relying on social media. Like you want to have a couple places where you're building audiences and, having your contacts. Because imagine Facebook shut down tomorrow. What the heck would you do if you didn't have an email list or some sort of way to connect with your customers or your audience that you've been growing and nurturing and loving on and building relationships for all this time, and then all of a sudden, poof, they're gone? What would you do? That would be disastrous for a lot of people. So you want to diversify in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, financially. If you rely on just your paycheck from your job and you lose your job and all of a sudden there's no more jobs, oh my gosh, what do you do, right? That's why you hear a lot of, successful entrepreneurs give the advice, you should have multiple streams of income. Don't rely on one source of income. Same thing in marketing. Don't rely on one source, one place.
So very true. So true. So true. That is a really great tip. All right. So next tip is entrepreneurs give up too early. All right. Don't do that. We had a call with a client, and I loved her perspective, and she had said, I have made a commitment to go hard at this for 5 years. She knows that if she's in it for the long haul, she is committed. She knows that it's going to take that, about that amount of time doesn't mean she's going to have success earlier, but she
Mm-hmm.
has the right mindset. She's got that entrepreneurial mind. It takes time, ladies. It takes time. People give up
No
way
giving
too
up.
early. No, no giving up, right?
And this happens a lot. It's like, oh, I messaged like 10 people and they all said no. This just isn't for me. I've been at this for 3 months and I haven't made any money. This just isn't for me, right? And that happens all the times. But it's like, you know what? If you try something and it kind of sort of works and you're focusing on like, it kind of sort of worked. It didn't really work. Oh, that didn't work. You're going to just be attracting more of that. It's like you're going to go until, I'm going to try until, I created this course and it was a flop. I'm going to go back to the drawing board. Let me see what I can improve, what I can fix, right? Because so easily we go, oh, I joined this network marketing company. I've been at it for 3 months or 6 months and I'm hardly making any money. Well, I'm going to try this company. And then you go to that company and you're like, oh, I'm still struggling. I'm only making $50 a month. Oh, I'm going to go to this company. And you're hopping all over and you're not giving any one thing an opportunity.
Yeah, and though, there is something to trying to find what's right for you. Sometimes we do jump a little too early into an opportunity and we don't really know much about it. How many of you have done that? I mean, that's been, a lot of people do that. And they realize once they're there, it's like, ooh, this isn't really what I wanted. And that's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay too. What what we are saying is don't give up on your dream. If that one wasn't right, hey, it's okay to say, okay, this one wasn't right. But if you just keep saying this one wasn't right over and over
It
and
has to be for
over
the right
and over
reasons too,
and
right?
over. Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always a good idea to pivot when it's time, right? It's always a good idea.
And that's where that intuition comes in. You have to know, like, is this what my intuition, my heart is guiding me to do? Or is this just because I'm struggling and I think I might do better over here? But like, it's like, what do you really want to do? How do you really want to
Right.
show up? How do you really want to be known? Right?
Exactly, exactly. So you got to be excited about your business. You got to find that
Who's
excitement.
excited?
Like when you jump out of bed, it's like, oh, I can't wait. I mean, I'll admit, Lisa and I, we work hard. We really do, but it's still a passion. I still feel very passionate about it. It's still, I get excited about it. I get excited about seeing all of
And
you
don't get
ladies
us
and
wrong, we
serving
all
y'all.
have days where we wake up and we're like, oh, I'm just
Yeah,
tired. I just need a break.
it
Like, we're all
happens.
human beings.
It happens. But when you find that thing, like we were talking to our client today, and she was like, she has this burning inside of her to do this thing. And and people come and ask her questions about this thing all the time. And when something like that happens, that that is really your calling, and it's so exciting. So you need to find that burning within your that
Mm-hmm.
that that with that.
Your gifts, your
Yeah.
natural. We all have those gifts.
And what does Les Brown sell? That hungry. You got to get hungry. The hungry. You got to get hungry, and you got to get excited. And part of that hunger is excitement. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And you got to do the things. Ginger made a great comment, and she said, "And if you don't put in the work, nothing will work." And that is the truth. And you got to do the things. You got to put in the time, the effort. It's not going to be this, ooh, I'm just going to show up and in a week I'm going to be making all this money and things are going to take off. It just doesn't work like that. It just really doesn't.
it
I
doesn't.
remember my first business I started. I was in health and wellness and I was a health coach and I had a little brick and mortar place and health and wellness was my passion for years. I still am really passionate about it. And I remember thinking it was like a weekend and I'm like, I thought if I went after my passion, like I would just be like this rise, just be like everybody be banging on my door, right? And that's just not how it works. So,
Yeah.
if, you just got to be realistic too. It's work, it's time, it's energy.
Yep. 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 And it is, and it's worth it. And and that's so awesome to hear, Ginger. 3.5 years, never considered quitting. That is awesome. That is awesome. And Paula, the bugs are coming soon. We're super excited. We're excited about we're just testing everything. We're just sampling everything out right now, trying to figure out what it is that we do want to bring to y'all. So we're excited about that. But ladies, it's life is amazing. You have a gift. Your business is a gift. Embrace it, love it, and do the things. Create a mindset
Do the
that
things.
do the things, right? And
And don't be afraid to ask for help. And that's another, this isn't one of our tips, but don't be afraid to ask for help. No reason why you have to do this on your own. There are people who have gone ahead of you, who have, the answers you're looking for. So don't be afraid to ask for help, and if anything, that is a smart business choice, is to have a coach, a mentor, someone who is guiding you, so you aren't just like, trying to figure things out all by yourself, right? You can save mistakes and you can get ahead faster when you ask for that help or you work with somebody. And you've heard us mention that we work with coaching clients. So if you're thinking, you know what, I need a guide, I need help, pop a coaching in the comments. We can chat with you about our coaching packages. So that's an option there.
Yep, and we love to coach. We love you guys. And Sonia, these shirts will be ready soon. We're just still testing.
I don't have one yet.
I know. You need to go order your samples, Lisa.
I know. It's on the list. It's on the list.
I know. You need to go.
Ginger interviewed a VA today. Yay, so exciting.
Yes.
That's another way of asking for help. When you get too busy, you can't do all the things, you can start outsourcing. A VA is a great thing. There's so many awesome.
We have one. We have an assistant too. So yes. All right. Ladies, you're awesome. We wish you an amazing weekend. Amazing weekend.
Have a great weekend. Hopefully the weather is great where you're at. The sun is shining.
And really quick, one more thing. Don't forget, here in the Hangout, we invite you to post tips, post your inspirations, any business tips, any questions that you have, anything that you think that could help any of the other ladies in this group. We invite you with open arms to come and participate. It's really important, especially nowadays with the way groups are going, that the groups that you're in, that you that you participate and that you're active. So we want to encourage you to do that. So much love to you, ladies. Have an amazing weekend.
Bye.
Bye.